Welcome back to the AI Breakdown Brief, all the AI headline news you need in around 5 minutes. Well, as you will see today from our main episode, which is all about a new study about how consultants using AI outperform consultants not using AI, the big theme for today seems to be the professional use of AI and how it is finding its way or not into businesses. Given that we kick off with a study that shows that these ethics concerns are not just the conversation for podcasters and YouTubers, but are actually having serious impacts on how businesses are adopting AI. Workforce Solutions and Marketing Operations Consultancy, Algo Marketing, has just released the results of a survey of over 300 global marketing leaders that all work in firms that have 10,000 or more staff. Now, there are a lot of interesting things from this study. The headliner is that a significant number of these firms have delayed their implementations of AI because they have concerns around AI ethics, specifically concerns around bias and fairness. 77.5% of the firms that were surveyed said that these issues have forced them to delay implementations, and 32.7% of those said that the delays have been significant. Now, another big problem when it comes to implementation of AI appears to be around talent and resources. 44.4% said that they have had issues finding people that have the right skills in both marketing and AI, and only 23.2% of these companies said that they have adequate internal resources to take advantage of these new technologies. 52% said that they are opting for a blended skills approach using AI implementation in-house alongside external vendors and consultants. Another major challenge is cost, with 51.3% saying that the price tag of AI services is a barrier to adoption. But at the same time, the companies that are actually investing in AI are seeing pretty significant returns. 23.2% of those firms said that they're seeing a return on investment of more than 75% in marketing spend, while the majority, 68%, report an ROI between 50 and 74%. Again, this is just for the marketing use of AI, but still pretty promising results. The geographic breakdown was also really interesting as well. In the US, only 26.7% of the firms surveyed said that they've been using AI tools in the last 3 years, compared to 45.3% in the UK and 54.5% in Australia. Now, one of the big questions that I am left with after reading these results is the extent to which these ethical concerns are even more pronounced because we're talking about marketing, which is ultimately going to lead to a public-facing use case. Specifically, if you are tapping into something like ChatGPT to help you write marketing copy, problems of bias are going to be even more pronounced and visible. Over in the world of finance, another survey says that 23% of senior finance professionals are worried that AI might put them out of a job. This study comes from Accounts IQ and was conducted on over 500 financial professionals and accountants from the UK. All the finance professionals surveyed work in companies between 40 and 500 employees, and they were evenly split between people who are 31 and up and have more than 11 years of experience, and those who are between 18 and 35 who have 3 years or less experience. Now, interestingly, in spite of the fact that they are worried about AI replacing them ultimately, that hasn't stopped these companies from experimenting with the technology. 24% of finance functions among those surveyed were underway with onboarding of AI, and 51% plan to integrate AI in the next 12 months. Now, it probably follows from that these professionals do believe that AI is going to be useful inside the enterprise. 41% see AI transforming their ability to add value to their business, while 34% say that it will help them save time and increase efficiency. Among the young professionals, there was even more optimism. 82% of the younger cohort surveyed said that tools like ChatGPT will impact finance teams within the next 5 years, and that a lot of what that younger group is looking forward to is automation of manual tasks that take up a significant portion of their time. 75% said that they spend up to a quarter of their time on manual tasks such as data collection, and more than 60% said that they still rely on time-consuming spreadsheets as their primary tools. Now, different context, but a similar study. A new study commissioned by User Testing and conducted by OnePoll found that Gen Z was the most trusting generation when it came to AI, with 67% saying they trusted it, while baby boomers were the least trusting, with only 29% saying they trusted AI. Now, maybe not surprisingly, it appeared that where people trusted AI was in lower priority tasks where the cost of getting things wrong was simply lower. For example, making reservations, choosing clothes, auto-ordering household items when they were running low. But things that involved complicated financial issues like taxes, anything having to do with their children, on those areas people were much less trusting. The study also found that 72% were concerned around not knowing what was being done with their personal data. One thing that really stood out from this is the extent to which there was a dichotomy between how much people said that they didn't trust AI or were concerned with how their personal data was being used, but then who still reported being willing to give that data away if it got them better deals. Now, staying on the theme of AI automation and employment, Bernie Sanders waded into the AI conversation, saying that he believed that if AI makes us more productive, that benefit should show up in a shorter work week. It seems to me that if new technology is going to make us a more productive society, he said, the benefits should go to the workers. It would be an extraordinary thing to see people have more time to be able to spend with their kids, with their families, to be able to do more. Cultural activities, get a better education. So the idea of making sure artificial intelligence and robotics benefits us all, not just the people at the top, is something absolutely we need to be discussing. These comments came around the United Auto Workers strike, which includes a debate around a potential 4-day work week. I actually think this is a hugely important conversation and one we're not having nearly enough. The market economy will fill in and use every hour basically of work that people are willing to give. But that doesn't mean that as a society we can't renegotiate the social contract based on changes in what technology allows us to do. This has been a theoretical conversation for quite a while, but is now becoming much more applied. And while obviously there's going to be lots of sides to the debate, I'm glad that people with the standing of Bernie are actually bringing it up. And with that, we will wrap this slightly shorter edition of the AI Breakdown Brief. If you're interested in these questions of employment and work and AI and where it all fits, make sure to tune back in for the main episode, which will be out shortly.